sure this is fucking live. Now that I have a fucking tablet. It's loading. Maybe it needs me to do something. Maybe I'm terrible at this. Oh, it's gone. I am live.
I got the notification that you're live.
Yay! Something's working. There it is. Alright. My tablet's just fucking slow. Look at that. Alright. So, anyways, this is Zach. This is Michael from the band The Finches, and this is Mr. Lips Talk Shit. We're starting early because why the hell not? I make up the rules. I don't give a shit. I will have to say my sponsors. I do have sponsors, and legally, Twitch has nothing to do with these. I have to say this legally. So the first sponsor I've mentioned before is the masturbation kit. Masturbation kit.
Okay.
You kids may want to buy a few of these afterwards, and it does have a virality test.
Okay.
I tried for the bullseye, but I'm blind, so it doesn't matter. So this is it.
Alright.
Do the masturbation kit. It works because I'm lonely. Anyways, we also have How to Talk to Your Cat. It's a book about gun safety.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Understand, yeah.
I think schools, because you guys are in high school.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
this in any of your classes?
No.
No, not yet.
Liberals. God damn.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not political. Anyway, so how to talk to your cat about gun safety. Very important. Stick that right next to that one. As well as we do have a hot sauce brand. It's cock sauce.
Fire.
Cock sauce, everyone.
Fire.
You buy it, I'll drink it.
Alright.
Now that we got that out of the way, hopefully the microphone's a lot better. We do have a chat now, so I can see that someone just said, "Yo, what's up?" And it looks like there is no lag, so doing good. So you guys have been, well, at least you've been in the band for a year. You just joined,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you guys are looking for a singer.
Apparently,
Yeah, that's always fun. All right, so yeah, no, go ahead. So you guys just do covers so far?
So far, yeah.
Yeah.
We're working on a few songs right now.
Yeah, that's perfect. I caught you guys at the Converse Street that Levi put on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, Levi has a huge hand. So tell me that story about getting you guys together or helping you guys out, being the band, at least for you. And then,
So, pretty much, I'll start from the beginning of the
Yeah.
band.
go ahead.
So, it was just like a summer. I decided to pick up guitar again after like 5 years of not playing. And one of my friends called me and he had just bought a bass. So he was like, start a band. So we started the band. After about probably 3 months, and absolutely no progress. Then that bassist quit. We picked up Ben, Elliot, and John.
Yeah.
Ben on bass, Elliot rhythm guitar, and John is drumming. Was drumming. And then I talked to Levi about getting us in for one of the convers at least. And he was like, "Yeah, sure." So after probably, do you remember when I asked him?
I was in the Finches.
I know, but I
first.
think I told you about it.
Like, I just know that it was before November. Oh, it was at the first school dance. Remember?
I did, yeah. I asked him.
Yeah.
It was at the first school dance, and I
Yeah.
asked him about letting us in one of the convoys, and he said sure. So after that convoy, we took a 3 month break from shows. Came back for January convoy because he invited us back, that was pretty cool. A few shows later, then Art Pop. Was
Yeah.
that show?
Yeah. It was
Art Pop. After Art Pop, John quit to go join another band, Scion.
Mhm.
And then I think probably a week later, we picked up Michael. And then we had another convoy. That's pretty much the whole thing.
Well, my debut show was the
Open mic.
Yeah.
Open mic. What? Where at?
Rancho.
Rancho.
And like every trimester, they have these like shows.
Okay, yeah. I think I saw that on Instagram. That's cool.
Talent show.
Yeah, open mics. That's how my band started. Is every Thursday we played at this place that's not there anymore, Rock and Roll Pizza, when it used to have a restaurant. We
That's it.
play there every Thursday.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a good practice, and as well as you're starting out. hundreds of covers, and then finally you work in originals. You're in another band though, correct?
Uh, it's
Kind of
still in the works a
works.
bit. Yeah.
Every drummer's in like three bands. You'll see that,
Mhm.
or at least they try to be.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, what made you want to pick up guitar?
I had just seen, like, well, first of all, my dad. So he is a very good guitarist. He's been playing since he was 20,
Oh wow,
and he's like 50 now. He's been playing for a long, long time.
that's about 30,
And
40 years maybe. It was.
yeah, and he just made me want to pick it up because we have all the stuff there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I might as well pick it up. And it was summer. I was kind of bored, so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have anything else to do.
That's good. And how long have you been playing drums?
For 4 years, I've been playing seriously. But it's been off and off. Before it's been taken seriously.
Okay, yeah. No, I've had that. I started in high school as well, like 10th grade or so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had like a band for a week. It went away, and then like I didn't do anything for a few months, and then
Yeah.
I just was like, I'm gonna try and keep going, and here I am today, still sucking at it.
Sorry.
It's a learning process. That's the best thing about drums. You
Yeah.
continuously get better and better and better.
Yeah.
Unless you don't, then we know who you are.
Mhm.
So, what covers do you guys do exactly?
Currently we do a lot of Nirvana.
Yeah.
A lot of Nirvana.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was kind of playing to the drums when you guys played.
I
Kinda,
saw that.
Tight.
Yeah.
Tight.
I practiced that song all the time, so I was just like second nature to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank you.
you know.
Thank you.
Definitely, if I was to give a tip, because you guys are starting out and stuff like that, banter is always a good thing, as well as practice, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Disrupted wouldn't be where it's at today if we didn't, at least as we started out, we probably did 3 times a week. So
Yeah.
especially since you guys got summer now, you can probably like do a lot more. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That'd be good for you guys, because you want to get as tight as possible. And the way to get tight as possible is practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, where do you see the Finches going at least? Once you get like a new singer and stuff like that.
That we're not too sure about because
Yeah.
there's some other stuff going on within the band.
Oh.
You know about that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speak publicly about it.
Alright.
But I mean, probably gonna release either an EP or a few singles and then
Yeah.
see how far that takes us, or
Yeah.
see if we get any amount of growth from that.
Well, I mean, drama's drama. Then you'll probably have your ins and outs. You never know. The Finches might change into a different band. It happens. I've seen it happen multiple times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. So, how you've been playing for a few years?
Yeah.
What inspired you to do it exactly?
My dad was a drummer first, and so when I was super young, like I'd always see him playing and stuff, and then I thought that it looked cool, and so I would just like hit it, just like just total shit, just like in the air.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just grew on to me, and then I got inspired by other drummers and wanted to play like them, and so it's just history from that point.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was just 10th grade was a shit year for me. High school fucking sucks. I'll be the first one to say that
Yeah.
if you ask anyone. And it was just a bad year, and all of a sudden I just gravitated more to the music and listening to Black Sabbath and stuff like that. And I was like, I really just want to hit things that aren't people, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just begged my dad for a drum set. He finally gave it to me, and I've just been doing it ever since. Mainly self-taught. Had a few lessons here and there. So, are you? Do you get lessons from your dad, or just self-taught, or?
I'm self-taught. He'll give me some tips here and there, but it's mostly just all self-taught.
There you go. That's always good. And lessons aren't ever a bad thing. I'll be the first one to say that. Just to kind of like get you a little tuned in better to the instrument, learning a little bit more. Books always help, like How to Talk to Your Cat About gun safety, you have to
Mhm.
plug in those sponsors. You know.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You guys want to take a look at it?
Sure.
Yeah, you know what? Why not?
Yes.
It's a fun book. When I bought
Oh,
that,
it's a real
I
book.
mean,
It's really-
when it was given to me for the sponsor, I didn't buy it. It was a very shock that there was things written in it.
What is the best age to start talking to my cat about gun safety?
It gets better.
Evolution. Abstinence.
Yeah, it gets to
Yeah.
abstinence, and it's a good thing we have the masturbation kit. There you go,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. So what else do you guys do? Do you have any other hobbies or anything like that on the side other than drums and guitar?
Guitar.
Mainly guitar. That's always good.
I just for fun because I have it. I just play the guitar.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, I have a shitty little drum kit that
Yeah.
I mess around with.
Hmm.
I have multiple shitty drum sets.
Yeah.
How do you like playing contour?
It's pretty fun.
It's
fun.
very fun.
Yeah, definitely. I like how Levi definitely got that like going. You know,
Mhm.
I've seen like the first few shows there. He had a few kinks, and then he just kept working on it, and it's like seemed like it's evolved to like a lot more seamless type
Yeah.
of things. Must be easy for you guys, right? Just go there. Do you have to bring any gear other than like probably guitar and amp for you?
Michael.
I just have to bring my snare and kick pedal.
Nice. What about you? Just guitar and amp, yeah.
Guitar and amp.
Nice, nice. Well then, shit. What else am I going to talk about? It's all good. So, yeah. Fuck. You got one chat from Mr. Punisher Live. Yo, what's
That's my
up,
brother.
the Finches? And three of these.
That's my brother.
What's up?
Ah, your brother. Ah, he likes the Punisher. How many siblings do you have?
I have two siblings, an older brother and an older sister.
There you go.
I just have a younger brother.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I have an older sister.
Right.
Nice.
That's about it.
Hmm.
And an old ass dad. Yeah. So, what is the if you guys been working on original stuff pretty much?
Yeah.
For the last probably 4 weeks.
Yeah.
What's the writing process like? Did you just come up with a riff and do something, or like how did how do you how many do you have at least?
How many songs?
Like how many do you like ideas you have working on or something like that? Probably millions, but
At this moment, like
three.
because it's the writing process is kind of hard.
All right, yeah. No, talk me through it. What do you
So,
just come up with something?
Most of
or,
the time, I either just start playing,
right.
or I look up a key and just try to find chords in that key or notes in that key that I can use to put together a progression.
All right. And then he just comes in with the drums, or someone just comes in, or
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
just think.
Drums, and then we have bass play root notes. So
Yeah. I just think of what in that song would sound good and and just improving it on how because what if they want to sound more pop punk, which will never probably happen.
no, not
But but uh, like if doing a more heavy, if doing a more hardcore type of deal.
All right. So what music do you like to listen to?
Heavy metal, just like metal.
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 Yeah, I had a feeling because the Pantera riff was
Yeah, Pantera.
that
Yeah.
was a fun little thing you guys did. Yeah, I like that. And what music do you listen to?
pretty much anything under the genre of metal, other than like pop punk.
You're a little fan of punk or pop punk at least.
There's like a couple songs, but I won't say that I'm a fan of the genre.
Okay.
Yeah, I like two Blink-182
Yeah,
songs
me
and
too.
like half of a Green Day album. So
There you go. That's fine. Yeah. All right. No, yeah, that's how Disrupted did. Like a lot of our practicing was in that garage, and so our guitarist would come up with something and on a whim or something like that. I've written a few things where just like I came up with it on the drums, and it just like he's like, hold on, I like that, and we just kept working on it. I think one time we wrote a song the day of an open mic, and then we featured it that open
That's
mic,
That's sick.
which was pretty surprising. We were like, we just wrote this 5 minutes ago, and we don't play that song anymore. It's fucking old as shit. Needs a rewrite.
Yeah.
And it'll happen, you know. So, if not the Finches, do you think maybe you just have like a different band name or a different thing going on? If all else fails, you have something going on, pretty much.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But if this fails out, probably just do guitar on my own.
I would hope to seek out some other band and try and play with some more people.
There you go. Especially when you guys graduate, you'll, if you go to college or not, either way, you, once you grow up and able to go a lot more places on your own, you'll probably find people. And oh, you're a drummer? Okay, let's get into this. You know.
Yeah.
I haven't been asked, thank God, because I like to stick with the one band. I'm pretty much all disrupted. I'd rather just do that, do my podcast that I just started, and then everything else that I do around this godforsaken house. Slowly working on sketch videos again, so we'll see how that works out.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's cool. And it looks like they sound great live and always put out great energy. That's what your brother said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chase.
Thank you, Chase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase. All right. Shout out Chase. All right. That's nice. What grade are you in?
Ninth, going into 10th.
And you?
I'm going into 10th as well.
Oh, okay. We're freshmen. Now you're sophomore.
Yeah.
You have 2 more years of hell.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you write lyrics, or does someone else write lyrics?
I just try to. I mean, we haven't tried writing lyrics yet.
No?
No.
Not yet.
I'm gonna wait till the song's finished to try to write that out.
All right. Yeah. Do you write anything, or no? Just stick to the drums.
I just kind of stick to the drums.
There you go.
I can imagine what vocals I don't know for the song, but I couldn't think. No, I'm not what to say.
Yeah. You never know, that might change. You'll probably have something. You know. We we're slowly, almost near the end of recording this album, and they're all about murderers and serial killers. So each one of us chose a murderer and serial killer that most people don't know about, probably never heard of, and so I ended up writing one of the songs, the lyrics to it, and so I was actually surprised that I was the one to write the lyrics, because our singer is the one who normally does it, and she does all the research and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it'll change, you know. You just have to find that subject.
Yeah.
Especially if you find one that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Do you listen to any podcasts, you guys? Mr. Lipstock shit. Oh, stop it, guys. No.
Yeah.
I listened to the Steve will do a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to the Goons podcast.
The Goons. What's that about?
It's just a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I listen to too many, so like, I listened to like last podcast on the left. That's about murderers and serial killers. Shocker, I know. And then there's the Bill Burr podcast where it's just him ranting and raving. It's fucking hilarious if you ever get the chance. What else do I listen? Too many. And then I just started my own, so who would have thought?
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. All right, yeah. Don't let me do all the talking. You guys can talk about whatever you want. Have you guys seen any movies lately? Anything
No.
recently?
No.
I've been
What do kids do nowadays? Hi, I'm old. I'm 27 years old. How are you doing?
guitar.
Just
A lot.
guitar?
Drums.
For like 2
Guitar,
hours a day.
drums. Yeah.
If it's during if I'm feeling bored and I've played a lot of hours with the drums, I'll play GTA 5.
Yeah.
With me, yeah. It's not ever very.
PlayStation 4 or 5
Four.
console.
PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4. All
Yeah.
right. Not PlayStation 5, guys. Come on.
No.
I have $25.
I have like 2 pennies.
I'm broke too, and I have a job. No. Actually, the car is making me broke. Finally got my car back. That's news for the podcast. The last 3 episodes, I've not had a car. Now I have a car back.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't ever get into a car crash.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
didn't plan it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me
Anytime
neither.
soon.
No,
Mhm.
no. The guy behind me,
Was it
actually,
planning on
the guy behind him planned on it.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
got you. Yeah, I got you.
I like how in the police report it says he looked left.
He
He
just looked
willingly
left?
told, yeah, he told the cops that I was looking left. And I drive by that place every single day from work. And so I drive by there. And I'm always constantly looking left now because I'm like, what was he looking at? What was over there that made him look left?
I got you. Yeah.
You know? It's
Yeah.
like, it's construction and open farmland. There's nothing left over there. I don't know if there was like a homeless man fucking a dog. I don't know if there was an old lady taking a shit. It could have been anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That would have intrigued me.
There could have been a UFO coming down and the donkey just right there. Just, I don't know. Anything could have happened.
I feel you. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I should find out where he lives just to ask him, right? What was over there?
What were
Please
you
tell
looking
me.
at that was so, like,
Amusing.
amusing that you got in a car crash?
Yeah, like, how could you just have said that you were looking at your phone? Then I would have known, like, porn, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're watching porn while you're driving.
And that's
Yeah.
fine. You kind of fucked up the company car, but still, like, whatever. Every person
no
is.
one's like, oh, look at that cloud.
Look at it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, daydreaming. Yeah.
Sky. Blue.
It's a shame because I will say I'm paying off this car, and I was beforehand I was kind of like hoping, like, you know, if I was in a car crash good enough, maybe I could actually just fucking like pay this thing off and get a
Yeah.
new car. That was like the idea I had.
Yeah.
And then the car in front of me stopped, and then the guy behind me, fine, he stopped. He looked left, and then ruined the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it. This is the one time I wish I was sandwiched between two guys. This fucking sucks. I'm at the
Yeah.
end of this. I don't
Yeah.
get
I feel you.
anything. This
Yeah.
guy behind me, he was a cripple and he went to the hospital. I'm like, motherfucker.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, it's not. Life isn't fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's not. The company is gonna have to pay like thousands of dollars to the guy behind me. They only owe me like $2,000. It's like, damn it.
A bunch of liberals.
Huh?
Liberal.
Yeah, yeah,
Liberal media.
Damn it.
Liberal media.
Alright, well.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Do you listen to any comedians?
Not recently. I mean,
Chris
I
Rock.
just go on Netflix and look at the comedy specials. I don't.
What's the last comedy special you watched? At least do you remember?
Jeff Dunham, I think.
Oh,
I think of Jeff Dunham, goofy as shit. But Jeff Dunham special was the last one I watched.
he was good. You know, when I was growing up, I remember just before he was
Puppet Man.
getting
Yeah.
big. You know what I mean? And so I enjoyed him. And then I listened to a lot of comedy. I used to do open mic stand up a long ass time ago back in the day. So nothing too big. But I still write all my shit. If anyone found this notebook that's in my pocket, they would probably question me a lot about my sanity because they would be like, who talks about this subject too much? Well, no, it's a funny context. I had a funny thought.
Yeah.
See, when you write down editing porn with the music Final Countdown just in the background, probably shouldn't be in a notebook anywhere. But if you have to like say it on the stage, it's funny as hell,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah.
know, just
Yeah, reading that out loud probably wouldn't.
right. That would
Yeah.
be someone
Yeah.
finds the notebook and what's
Oh. Cripples.
sandwich between two men. Whose notebook is this? If I started this in high school, that would have been really good.
Oh,
The teacher
God.
finds it.
You,
Imagine.
you,
Oh, yeah.
you accidentally leave it in a teacher's classroom.
Don't ask. I'm having problems at home. I swear.
It's not mine.
It's not mine.
I
It was
trust.
planted on me.
It was completely planted. The drugs, however, definitely
That-
mine.
Yeah.
Those are mine.
Yeah.
Have to be. No. Drugs are bad. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say that
drugs are
now to the kids. The drugs are bad.
Not too bad.
What are you pointing at me for? My dad's gonna see this. He'll think that I'll do drugs. Yeah.
Michael does not do drugs.
I see that Ben gets a lot of like thing on like your Instagram stories that everyone wants him or something like that? Or
It's a joke
It's a
between
joke, yeah.
with him and Xavier, one of my close friends.
Mm-hmm.
what's the joke? Well, like just
I
like,
don't know.
you don't know.
Nope. He wants Ben.
He
And
wants
Elliot.
Ben, and
He wants to own Ben and Elliot.
Oh yeah.
do you guys have a pre-show ritual before you guys play at all?
Huddle.
Oh, yeah, huddle.
Huddle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys just do a little chant or just like we're gonna fuck the shit out of this or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. We signed a baby head last time.
Oh yeah, we did.
Not a real baby head. One from the Dollar Tree.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. We didn't throw it out in the crowd. I think I still have the baby head.
Oh yeah.
that would have been fun to throw at that crowd. Chuck it at someone's head.
Mm-hmm.
Just knock them out. Just,
Yeah.
I got the baby head, but I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
I got the baby head, but I don't remember where I am.
I don't remember who this is. Last thing I remember is someone looking left. It's a constant thing. Like I go to sleep, and those are my dreams.
Looking
Just
left.
looking left. Just
Looking left. Looking west.
No.
There's a reference here.
No, not looking west. No.
Mm-hmm.
oh fuck. Oh, we have more more messages. Tons of more messages. Do you guys plan on making any kind of merch like hats, beanies, or sweatshirts? I know you guys got stickers at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stickers.
I got one here, and then I got one
Outside.
behind you on the wall there. I
Outside.
got the one that.
Oh, yeah, I see
actually
right there.
Yeah, and then I stuck one right there because I don't know if you noticed, I have this covered with a lot of local bands that don't exist, and a lot of them that still do exist. So, yeah,
What's more?
Yeah, with my Black Mirrors.
yeah. War Tomorrow's the new edition on there. I got a whole bunch of them last time I saw them, so I stuck one on the wall and stuck one right there. I'm gonna try and make that the local band wall kind of thing, like the stickers at least, and then see maybe it'll meld over here. But this is kind of like my comedy wall. You got Richard Pryor. I don't know if you know that
I do
guy,
know Richard Pryor.
and George Carlin. And if you're wondering who that guy is, getting searched by the police, that's Lenny Bruce, who's pretty much the stand-up guy who started all stand-up. Modern comedy wouldn't be as it is today if it wasn't for Lenny Bruce. So if you're ever interested in stand-up comedy and history of it, look up Lenny Bruce and then go all the way down from there. And then you'll be like, wow, I should be thankful for being able to say all these things, especially as musicians. Because there were times where, like, if you guys were even playing guitar, not even doing stand-up comedy, and said fuck shit, they would just take you off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Just being thrown off stage by 3 policemen and being like, nope, you can't say that. Why are you saying those things? Even though these people paid to go see you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back to the merch thing. Probably at some point, it's like pretty expensive to get merch.
Mm.
Like it's $30 for a pack of shirts, like a pack of like 10 shirts.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I pay for the stickers. I go through Sticker Guy. If you like do the black and white or white and black stickers, you can get 250 stickers for $20. That's as low as they go. So you can actually get a lot there. So if you guys ever need stickers, I'd suggest Sticker Guy. Merch is definitely for when you guys can get jobs, I guess.
Yeah.
Or get a side hustle going.
Yeah.
It's always a good idea,
McDonald's.
Do DIY stuff. You guys were in high school. You guys could.
Yeah. That was my original idea. Is I was just gonna, me and my friend were just gonna buy a pack of 30 shirts and just draw that on all of them. Oh, sorry, not a pack of 30 shirts, a pack of 10 shirts.
Yeah.
That's
But
what.
I didn't have any money.
That's what War Tomorrow did with their one shirt, where it was like.
That's what they did with most of their shirts, huh?
Well, there's some that have like the print on, and there's one where it's like spray painted on War Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I may have seen that. Probably not, but yeah. You guys could also do bleach. There's a bleach technique that you guys can do, where you just like stick a cardboard on the end of it, have one of those stencils. So you stencil that out, and you just like spray some bleach on it, leave it out, and then it'll come out. So that's another good way. And if you guys ever have anything that you want laser engraved, I can pretty much do anything except for metal or glass or ceramic. You guys can just bring it over to me. I'll laser engrave it for you, and then you guys will have like the Finches, whatever you have. So hit me up, definitely.
All right, yeah.
You know, no
Thank
charge.
you.
Just bring me the stuff. I'll do it, and you guys can sell however much for how much. Because I bought blank coasters, and you can get like 50 to a pack for $20, and then just laser engrave on there. And then all of a sudden you're selling them at like $5-10 a piece.
Right.
Yeah.
See, we should do that, Michael.
Yeah.
Go to the
Yeah.
Goodwill. That's another good one. You just look around.
Goodwill and 99-cent store. Bunch of cheap shit there.
Exactly, 99-cent store. There's a. Have you heard of the Goodwill wholesale place? It's,
No.
it's in Oxnard. It's this huge. It's in Oxnard. It's a bit of a drive, but it's this huge warehouse, and you just pick things up. They weigh it, and it's like 25 cents per pound or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then you can just like buy a whole bunch of T-shirts for like $5.
Finches field trip.
Finches field trip. Yeah.
Yeah. Giving you guys ideas here. Giving you guys tips and tricks. It's crazy. The things you can find, the things you can do for cheap. We do have another question for the drummer. Do you have a favorite drummer that you look up to?
Joey Jordison. He's a drummer for
Slipknot.
Yes, Slipknot.
Yeah, I had a feeling. That's crazy. Any other drummer that you look up to? Past, dead, new?
Tony Russell Jr.
All right.
He's pretty much everything. Like he plays everything.
Do you have a favorite guitarist?
Eddie Van Halen.
That's a good one.
Eddie Van Halen or Dimebag Darrell.
Dimebag's right. Yeah, my guitarist is huge Pantera fan, huge Misfits fan, and mainly like Dimebag Darrell. We used to play a lot of Pantera when we first started. Like we did Walk and 5 Minutes Alone.
Outside.
Yeah, that was the fun one that we used to do all the time. I miss that one. You should see the set list in that tin can that's right up there, the gray and black one.
Yeah.
I have almost every single set list that we did from like when we started till probably once they got shorter and shorter. Because we used to play 3-hour shows.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that.
No,
Don't ever do that.
Yeah.
didn't plan.
I will say for a drummer, at least 1 hour of drumming, and then you try to stand up after drumming, your back and everything is just like jelly, and you're just like, I can't stand. And then you like stand up. We did like a 15-minute break, went back to it, and just kept going and stuff like that. It was 3 hours is a lot, but it's great practice because then it's just like you guys are getting even better on stage. So, all right, that's cool. If you guys were to make a band, you could use any famous person, dead or alive. Guitarist, second guitarist, whatever. Who would be in your band?
You can pick drummer. Actually,
Joey Jordison.
Dimebag Darrell, Rick Brown.
For bass, I would pick
Who's your Rick Pantera?
Gabriel Resendez.
No, I don't pick Gabe. That was his first and last name.
Who's Gabe?
Oh, one of our friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out Gabe.
Yeah, shout out Gabe.
The bass. I don't know his name, but the bassist of Tool.
Oh,
I'll listen to him.
you guys don't listen. You don't
I
listen.
do.
To, you gotta listen to "Hooker with a Penis," man.
I don't like
Yeah.
16/8.
That song, yeah, that sounds
You-
cool.
You listen to "Hooker with a Penis," and it just gets you like, it gets you revved up, man. That's like,
Yeah, it's because Michael likes hookers with penises.
Oh God.
you know what that song's actually about?
Hookers with penises.
No, actually, it's not. Surprisingly, no. So Maynard, as they were starting out, they had just released their, I think, first EP, maybe their first album, and this fan came up to him and actually said, "Oh, you guys are sellouts. You guys are shit. You guys aren't doing what you used to do before you guys got all big and high and mighty with an album." And he said, "Fuck you, guy. I'm not like we've always been the same. This didn't change anything." And they got into like a little bit of a fight and stuff like that. And so he wrote "Hooker with a Penis" to pretty much say "fuck you" to that guy. So if you listen to the lyrics, he literally mentions the guy with the Vans, He was an OTC, which means he was like a real Tool fan. And then all of a sudden he was like, "Hey, you're fucking with the man." It's a crazy song, and I'm a nerd, so I look these things up.
I know Schism on drums.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What was the one song that we tried to fucking play? I think we played Sober. No, it might have been Sober or Eulogy or one of those two. I can't remember when we first started out, and I was not a good at all near decent drummer to even try to figure that one out when I first started. I was like still learning AC/DC songs because I suck. So
It's on.
all right. What other? So you guys did drums, guitar. Would you be? What? Who would be the singer of this band?
Phil Anselmo?
Yeah.
Singer Pantera.
Yeah, Phil Anselmo.
Yeah.
All right. So, bassist for Tool, singer, Pantera. All right, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting band. Let's see. What kind of gear do you guys use?
You can go first.
So for drums, my 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 home kit is a Pearl Roadshow, and I use a DW 2000 double pedal, and my drumsticks are the J Weinberg signatures. Yes,
Vader.
Yeah, Vader. Yeah,
That's what I use.
outside.
Yeah, I use Vader, and I use these ones called hammers.
Tight.
They're just like literally just a wooden stick.
Tight.
Yeah. And what kind of cymbals? Just mix and match, obviously.
Yeah, it's I have a Zildjian like the Eyes series.
I have no clue Zildjian. I broke too many of those to be like I hate these fucking Zildjian. So I've moved past Zildjian. So all right, Zildjian.
Yeah, and I do have more, but they're old. They just need to be cleaned. But there's like old cymbals that I have in my backyard, just rotting there.
In your backyard?
Yeah.
That's always good. That's where I keep my cymbals. Oh no, I don't. They're right there. Guitars?
I got a long ass list. So my main guitar right now is a Squire Strat with a Seymour Duncan 100 custom 100 bridge pickup. Then I have a pedal board with a wah pedal, a chorus pedal, 2 distortions, an overdrive, and a noise gate. For amp I use a Yamaha. Dude, was it a Yamaha?
Oh, I know.
100. I don't know. Yeah, I use a Yamaha amp that big. And then secondary guitar is the Dimebag Dean that I have, the Razorback. Has EMGs, active pickups in it, and a Float Rose bridge.
Nice. Yeah, my first drum set was like literally had. I don't even know if it had a name to it.
My first guitar was an Ibanez RG or EX, the most recent, like earlier ones. My dad's old one.
Okay, so it's probably older than shit.
From like 2000. It's a pretty good guitar though.
Yeah. I don't even know if there was a name. I know the snare was like CB or something like that.
I know CB.
Yeah. So I was just like, other than that, I had no idea. Then once my dad saw that I was still actually interested, he got me a Pearl Soundport export. So that was like my drum set for years. And then I stumbled upon DW, and I was like, damn, I really like DW. And then now that's been my drum set for like 7 years now, 6 years.
Tight.
I'd love to get a new one, because that one's like just old as shit. And I would like to get one that's just like plain white because I'm in a metal band, so it'd be cool to just have just a plain white one and all of us wearing black and stuff like that. So it would just like pop out and stuff like that. Yeah.
My first drum set was my dad's first drum set as well.
Oh, nice.
It was a Pearl EX. I don't remember the name of it though, but the snare strings were all broken, and the hat stand, like the clutch, like it got cross threaded, and so it was closed like the whole time, and it had and then over time, I was being creative, and I got my old drumsticks and stuck it through old cymbals, and then just used it as a cymbal and like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. What would be I guess I'd probably ask like, what would be a tip you'd give someone else to start playing at least, or like, what would you give another band at least, just to if you had a tip to tell another band to as they play a show or before a show.
I would say play songs that you know that you're capable of playing, but but, but also don't play songs that will or that are too easy for you guys to play. I'd say just be like right in the middle of what you all of what you can all play.
Don't be like us at a year playing fucking Blitzkrieg Bop.
Yeah.
I like it when you guys played that and Leroy was like, "Oh God, they're playing that song again." Jesus Christ.
I told him about it. He knew about it.
I guess he just really didn't want to hear that song, and I don't blame him. There used to be a guy that used to play the song "The Middle." You guys heard
Oh
of?
God, by Tenacious D.
No, "The Middle." Jimmy Eat World.
I thought
It
you said
just
The
takes
Middle.
some time.
Yeah, I thought you said
Oh.
the middle.
No, "The Metal" would have been great. "The Middle," however, no,
I hate that song.
he played that song so much. You don't like "The Metal"?
No, the
Tenacious
middle.
D?
I like the middle. I don't like
Okay.
the middle.
Yeah, no. I liked it for one time, and then all of a sudden it's just like 300 more times is a little too much. Every Thursday, imagine just going to the same place and hearing the same song over and over again. It's crazy. But you guys will probably do away with that song and get something different, I imagine.
Yeah.
It's always fun to change out different songs. We've covered Sweet Dreams. We used to do the Marilyn Manson version, and then we stopped playing that. So we did Seven Nation Army as a metal band. It's not a. It's a boring ass song.
It's a boring ass song. It's how much you've done it.
And
You didn't.
I was in,
but we
I
did
was
it
in
twice.
it's just. Oh, now I come in. All right, cool.
Lars couldn't play that.
Yeah, no, I was gonna have an issue with that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, is there like songs or bands you guys will not absolutely play at all? Like
Blink-182.
Right.
that's one.
We just don't like playing pop punk because it's the same beat kind of over and over again.
Yeah. I just like the more grindy sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely more metal and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I wouldn't play I don't even know, just anything that's like too slow or that isn't as like jumpy. I
Okay.
guess.
So you guys like fast paced kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Fast paced, high BPMs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's cool. You guys ever see yourself being a thrash band? That'd be fun with a name like the Finches.
I would
got
totally
Bird.
go
Yeah.
being a fat thrash band.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind. Yeah.
I could make that song into a more thrashier song too.
Yeah.
Yeah, speed it up. I mean, System of a Down used to be a faster paced band before they got or a slower band before they got the drummer.
I love
Yeah.
System of a Down. I just don't like that the songs are like way too easy for guitar. It is all one finger chords. It is just
Yeah. Dude. I know aerials, like the whole thing of aerials.
on guitar.
Yeah, on guitar.
The high E string.
Yes, that song doesn't have a
Yeah,
high
I know.
E string. Yeah.
I'm messing with him because he broke the high E string on his guitar
While tuning.
while tuning.
It happens. There was a band out here called The Rays, and I probably saw that their guitarist, even like with new strings, all of a sudden it would just break on stage. I think they played some theater show for the first time, and then all of a sudden it just like broke. He's like, just put these on. Our bass player one time he broke a string here. He went to his case because he has one like this. Grabbed the new strings out, restringed it, broke again during practice, and we're like, "Well, we have to go to the open mic," so we had to like call his mom to be like, "Can you buy me new strings?" And then those broke, and she's like, "Well, good thing I got you another pack." So each like new pack kept breaking, and then
Wow. What?
it just kept happening. It was just like a defect. So out of the 3 packs, you would think would have been fine, but
I've broken 2 strings.
Yeah.
2 high E strings. And it was because the Squire I got, it's really shitty Squire. I got it for like $40. Had like an indent or like a sharp part in the tuning peg. We had to sand it down, or not sand it down. We had to get a little
Dremel for
But
it.
every time I would try to tune it down or up, like a half a step or a step, it would snap.
It just snap like that. Yeah, it happens. Small defect, something you can't even see. That's it's a fun time. It's always a fun time, especially when you're playing a show.
I'm not ready to break a string, or I've not even dropped a pick at a show yet.
When we first started, I used to be the throw the drumstick and don't mean it guy. Just oh fuck, there we go. I found it. So just like always become prepared.
Yeah.
Learn how to hold a drumstick.
Thankfully, I've never dropped a stick live before.
Luckily, knock on wood.
Yeah.
We're not surrounded by wood, so you're screwed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
No.
you're gonna drop your next drumstick.
I will say during Iconver during read on the drum roll, I felt it getting like loose, but then I caught it back on again. But I was doing the drum roll, and then I could feel it going like to the side, and then I got scared, so then I caught back, I caught myself back, but yeah, it was pretty scary, even though it was for like a second.
Dude, I have massive preventing measures for not like for dropping a pick on the Squire. When I'm playing with the Dean, I just hold the pick as tight as possible. But on the Squire, I have a little pick holder glued to the back of the guitar. So if I drop it, I can just reach back.
There you
and
go.
take one out.
That's always smart. Yeah. No, I always have drumsticks. Oh, I've seen that drum bag right there on my floor tom, so it's just like it's right there, and I can keep going. And even if not, it's always a good idea just to like learn how to try and do a few songs just with one hand, so you have enough time to grab that one
Yeah.
and keep going. That's always a smart thing to do.
It's all fun and games until you're playing Everlong.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to dislike that song.
It's the hardest song I've been asked to play.
Yeah.
Here, for me personally.
What's the hardest song you've tried to learn? That you at least you think is the hardest, or
Cowboys from Hell.
Cowboys from Hell?
It's such a weird riff.
It is.
It's a weird way he plays it.
For me, I'd say Eyeless by Slipknot. I I can't play it clean, but I can play it like it would it'll sound very less like how 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 he plays it. But everything past the intro is where it gets weird, just because Joey Jordison likes using Latin grooves in the song, and so I'm going at like 200 BPM while playing a Latin groove, which is hard for me at least.
Mm-hmm. Well, who else is on here? Just two people, and that's just me and the other guy. So, damn, rip.
Damn.
It's all right.
You'll be on YouTube.
It'll be on YouTube. It's on here.
4 million views.
We're hanging out.
Yeah.
This is a new thing, so I imagine once things start picking up and once you guys get more established and stuff like that, do as many shows as you can.
Yeah.
We're trying that. That was the issue we were having with John. We're probably gonna kick him out at some point, anyways.
Oh, because
because his dad would not let him go anywhere outside of Camarillo.
Really?
No, for no shows at all. Like, cause we gotten offered probably 4 or 5 shows outside of like pretty big shows outside of Camarillo, and he was just like, no, my dad said I can't because it's not in Camarillo.
That's a shame.
For me, it's just like it's more of the venue has to provide a drum set, or else. Oh yeah. Or that's it, because I don't have cases for my drums yet. So then it's kind of a pain to take them and then hope that they don't like break or something on the way there.
Yeah, especially if you're on the freeway.
Yeah.
Well, we carried yours on the freeway.
Oh yeah, that's fine. But just carrying them out and then putting it somewhere and then hoping that there's nothing sharp nearby, so I just like
poking them,
yeah,
scratching them, something like that. No, and cases cost like hundreds of dollars. Like the cases I have, they were like almost. I think they were $900 for the full set. Yeah, I think and those were SKB, and shortly after the felt just started coming off, like a few months later, and I was like, oh well, at least I got cases for the $3,000 drum set I'm drumming on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have something with guitar cases? Guitar cases are expensive. It's like $70 for a soft case, and anywhere from 170 to like 300 for a hard case.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
Being a musician costs a lot of money, and I don't
Yeah.
think that many people understand that part. That's the crazy thing.
Mm.
It's like, I mean, this cymbal here, the one in the front, the Meinl Custom Dark.
I custom like, yeah, I saw that one. Sounds cool.
It's my baby. I've had it for years. I have the Crash, and I have one Crash, and actually no, I have two Crashes, the 18 and the 16.
Mm.
I'm short. Slowly, once I get the money, I want to get the hi hats and almost a full set at least. But that was like, that's actually $300-400 just for that one cymbal alone.
Damn.
I was able to get it for 150 used. I was surprised. This guy was trying to sell it on Reverb. He was getting nowhere with it because no one is on Reverb, and so he went to Facebook Marketplace, and I happened to be the first person to message him and be like, "I want that cymbal."
Dude, I'm gonna go on Facebook Marketplace and look for drum kits. See
Yeah.
the worst kit I can find.
That's always fun. Yeah, find the worst kit. I mean, you could always figure out how to tune it up and stuff like that, and make it sound just as good. Have you ever watched any YouTube videos like R. David R? Have you seen his?
I watch people putting them together and stuff so that I can have an idea if I ever have to,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't done it on my own at all.
Yeah, you should check out R. David R. That guy, he has tons of videos of just like taking a $20 drum set and being like, oh, you can make it sound amazing.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He has a whole bunch of different videos. He has a lot of tips and tricks that I pretty much stole from and made me have this toolbox. This toolbox has every single thing. So if something does go wrong, if I'm like at a house show or at a show with a house kit and they don't have certain things for the cymbals, I have like cymbal sleeves, felts,
Tight.
everything in there. So my biggest tip to any band is even drums, guitar, it'll serve you well just to have a toolbox with extra cords, plugs for your pedal board and stuff like that.
I'll probably do that
Yeah.
today then.
Definitely. It's like $20 for a toolbox. I've had this thing for years. That ice chest that was there, that used to be the toolbox, and then it grew into that big ass thing.
Damn.
Holds all these masks as well. Luckily. You guys got any plans for the rest of the day, or just heading home and practicing? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit ton of practice. Actually, I've got to take care of the dog.
Oh, the dog.
you got pets, dogs?
Yeah, I got 2 dogs, 2 cats, fish.
I got seven bunnies.
Bunnies.
Yeah, bunnies.
Cute.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Mhm.
They fuck a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he eats them on the weekends.
Apparently, my
I
dad.
have to separate all of them in their own cages because yeah.
They fuck. Yeah. My dad, I guess, back in the day before I was even a thought in his mind, had bunnies, and they're like, oh, they're cute. They went to vacation with my mom, and then when he came back, hundreds of bunnies, just like they had sex, and it's just like, what the fuck? I left
Yeah.
for like a few months, and it's just like all of a sudden, they just like,
Went for a week and a half and there's 400.
yeah, it was just like, fuck. So we had bunnies. Okay. And we ate them all.
We
No.
had bunnies for dinner for about 4 months.
4 months. They're still in the freezer, actually.
Oh yeah.
Well, let me think. Son of a bitch. Shit. There's actually alcohol in this.
Band that you absolutely hate. What's a band that you guys absolutely hate?
Band that I hate?
Could be a local band or a.
I don't hate any local bands. Not on air. The Finches. No, I'm kidding.
Some horrible band about a bird.
Honestly, the Eagles I can't really listen to. Eagles is probably the one that first one comes to mind is the Eagles. What about you guys?
Pantera.
The band Ghost.
Ghost? You don't like Ghost? Oh,
I just don't like how they just because of the music is like it looks so scary, but then it's like do, and then
Yeah, they're all like dressed up like they're in the apocalypse.
I know
It's
that.
like
And
Oh,
then
3-5.
and then I also hate how they're on the cover of the heavy metal playlist on Spotify.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
Yeah.
Blink-182. I was gonna say Metallica, but I don't really hate Metallica.
I'd play a Metallica song live.
Yeah, I would, but they're really hard. They're really hard.
Obviously.
My only problem with Metallica is just Lars.
I know.
Care
Yeah,
for
it's
his drumming.
kind of the same beat over and over again.
It's that, and I feel like he adds too much for like something that doesn't need that many things.
Cymbal hits.
Yeah, or
Cymbal hits.
Lex
or like
Eterna didn't really
fills.
need a double pedal behind it.
Yeah.
A constant double pedal.
I think that in the new album, I think that he added more than he did back then. But there's some songs where I was like, I think it didn't need this or that.
Mm-hmm. I think they're great in the sense that they definitely like had like helped and inspired musicians with that genre, at least of metal. You know what I mean? Like I would give them that and stuff like that, and I'm sure Lars has inspired many people, and that's great and all. But like me, it's just like I can't listen to it. You know, just like I've tried, nothing. I haven't really found anything that I really like. Oh, okay, I'll give them one song or something like that. But yeah, let's let me think.
What's the first song you learned on the instrument? First full song.
What is the first full song? God, a lot of it was AC/DC. Just pick an AC/DC song. I'd probably think it was so many fucking years ago. That was like almost 10 years ago. Has it been 10 years? How old am I? 10. No, almost 10 years at least, or 11 years at least. I'd like to. I do listen to. So I would say probably like I'm 18 by Alice Cooper. That was definitely one of the ones. And The Ocean by Led Zeppelin. A lot of old bands. I'm fucking old as shit. What about you?
It was Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
Nice.
Yeah, just
very metal.
Yeah, very metal.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. Smells Like Teen Spirit was the first song I learned all the way through. It's basically Smoke on the Water, but Nirvana.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Dude, that song gets memed on so much.
I wouldn't know. That's funny. I must be out of that world because I'm old as shit. But yeah, I like that song. Fuck you. No.
played it yesterday for the first time in like 4 months.
Yeah, because I don't even remember learning that song. I just know that I knew it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it took me like 3 weeks to learn just the regular.
Just regular.
Mhm.
It's a fun song to play to at least, like just as a warm up if anything. But excuse me.
My dad's gone. Hold on, sorry.
More.
No, yeah. Pick up. Why not? It'll be entertaining.
Okay, I'll put him on speaker. What's up, Dad? What's up, Dad?
Hey,
Yeah. What? Dad.
You?
Yeah. I already sent it to you. I'm currently live right now.
Yeah.
We're doing this
Right there, over there.
We're like an hour in now.
Jesus. Any new questions of people or interesting things?
Well, my next guest is going to be a repeat, actually. Jamie Kaufman, he's a photographer.
Okay.
Yeah, he's taking pictures of us and almost everyone in the local scene.
Okay.
You could look up his photography and stuff like that, his band stuff. Always, if you ever end up with a photographer, treat them well because you'll be using their photos for the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're an integral part because like we wouldn't have photos like the Red Hot Chili Peppers of the guys behind you if it wasn't for them. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think they get enough credit as credit is due, and he's been screwed over multiple times, which is like a sad thing to hear. It's like, damn, dude, fucking sucks.
Definitely.
As well as whenever you play a venue, treat it very well with respect. You know what I mean? As much as you want to be like a metal guy and be like, angry and shit.
That'd be like
Let's
a
tear his
certain,
face up right now.
that'd be like a certain band.
Oh, I still like him.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not really a fan of the yogurt on my old shoes. So.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I was there for that. The
Oh, you really?
yogurt.
I got yogurt on my shoes.
That's funny as
Cool.
hell. I'm sorry, I thought that was funny as hell.
I'm
It was hilarious.
Just threw yogurt. I was like, what the hell was that? I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Is there any clips of that? Because I've never
I
seen.
don't think
I've
so.
never seen like.
Oh yeah, Michael wasn't there for that. Michael didn't go to the. He's been to like 3 convers in total.
Yeah, I've just been very busy.
And well, yeah,
You
he went
missed
to
out
3
on that one.
Yeah, I know. I should have been there for
3
that.
convers in total, and 2 of them were ones that he was playing at.
See, I can't give him shit at all because like I used to be the cucumber guy around the scene, and that was mainly because you guys have heard of Music Freaks.
Yes.
Right? So back in the day when it was called Rock City Studios, and we first started playing there, a friend of mine basically gave me a cucumber. And it's like, here you go, sexy. And I'm like, oh, cool. And so I started going up to different people and meeting them, and I would take out this fucking cucumber and just start like stabbing them with it. End of the show, I threw the cucumber out in the audience, and that just became a reoccurring theme. So every time we played at Rock City Studios, I would go out, buy a brand new cucumber, and do the same shtick over and over again. So it's like yogurt. You gotta have a small fucking kind of like a gimmick
Yeah.
as a band. A lot of bands do have that gimmick, so you kind of remember them,
Mm.
whether you think they don't. They fucking do. You know what I mean? Like AC/DC, you're gonna think of the schoolboy outfit. With us, we take teddy bears and rip the heads off and throws it into the audience.
Right.
That's why there's a little small one right there. Little small.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tradition that we do. One of the shows that we did, we aborted one.
Oh
Yeah, they the what was that law? The Roe versus Wade thing that got overturned.
yeah.
We're like, celebration. So we cut open one of the big teddy bears.
Mhm.
We showed a smaller teddy bear on the inside,
Okay.
just covered in fake blood.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
so on stage, there's pictures of it. If you look at our Instagram, it's my singer just opening it up, going in there, and taking this fetus bear out, and then ripping that head off, and then throwing it into the audience.
How do you rip it off?
Oh, we
You pre-cut it.
pre-cut it, and my bass player, he does his artwork to it, so he looks like it's been tortured.
Mhm.
Like we've done like shit to it, like we burn it, singe it, stuff like that. And it's different each show, so it's not the same looking bear. It's fucking hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
$400 spent on bears in the last week.
thousands of dollars.
Actually, really?
Not in the last week, but like probably as a band for 8 years we've been doing it. We started probably roughly like the second year in, maybe we started doing it because we have a song called Toy, and so I think I came up with the idea, or my bass player, or all 3 of us came up with the idea. How funny would it be at Rock City Studios to have these small bears? Don't tell Hannah, our singer,
Mhm.
rip the head off, throw it into the audience. And so we did that. She loved it, and then all of a sudden we're like, let's get bigger bears. And so we get Costco-sized bears. I have that big ass bear. I have 2 other bears in there. I have a small hookup in Goodwill. My sister, she works there, and so she like talks to the manager whenever they see a big bear. They'll give me a bear for like $2.
Tight.
That's what
Remember,
happened
there
last
was
time.
a grocery store by my house
Mhm.
that sold bears that were like the size of Michael. It was like $50, but it was massive. It
Yeah.
was really, really big.
Oh,
For
yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, then we buy those. We have a small advertisement being like, hey, if you got broken up, got a bad relationship, you end up with a teddy bear, give it to us. We'll rip its head off, give it a name. So if it's like your ex fucking Debbie, Debbie's gonna kill us. What's more metal than ripping fucking heads off
Yeah.
a teddy bear?
Mhm.
Ripping a baby's head off.
And as a,
Doll, do it to a doll, Michael.
No, yeah.
there you go. That would be fun. Put Finches on it. You guys can sign it and then throw it out in the audience each show. Just get a new baby.
Elliot would be traumatized.
Elliot would not approve.
Elliot would be traumatized.
Elliot does not like that. Everyone else would like. Me, you, and Ben would get a kick out of it, and Elliot would be standing there traumatized. He'd be.
The original idea was to shoot off this like
It was the confetti
yeah,
cannon.
confetti
And
cannon.
then Levi told me, that if I shoot it off, I was gonna have to clean it up,
And
and
then-
I didn't want to do it. I had to go home.
And then also there was the silly string
The silly string. We
For
also didn't do
the-
that. Nope.
for the one
We're
song.
not. We're not. We're not.
For that one
We're
song.
not. That stays between the Finches
Okay.
and Nico, I guess.
This person's saying audio. There should be audio, buddy. Oh, that's my fucking bass player. Speaking of which, Sparky. That's his stage name. Jack is his actual fucking name, but
Jackie.
obviously there has to be audio if people are. The guy, your brother was making reaction at least. Unless that thing died, but it's on.
Yeah, it's on. Damn.
Making me paranoid. This is on, so he can flush himself. Ugh. It's that band love you gotta have.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you, Jack. All right.
Yeah. Dude, me and Ben,
Me and Ben.
we go in.
Yeah.
We're
I just
assholes every
I
practice.
just like sit there and then they're just like talking shit to each other
Yeah,
the whole time.
shut the fuck up, Ben. The whole like probably hour. What's the long? We had like a 2-hour practice the other day.
Yeah.
Band practice is 2 hours. It's like 1 hour of bullshit and then 30 minutes of actual fucking practice.
30 minutes, another 30 minutes of horrible jokes or waiting for someone to arrive or leave.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yeah. Who's late and who's early to band practice?
I'm
Well,
always
I mean,
early
who's
to the
always
gym.
on time because someone has to be brought
I'm
to my house.
me.
I have to bring him to my house. every
Ben's
time.
always
Ben is never last. It's always Nico.
Oh, Nico, yeah.
It was always Nico.
Yeah.
There was times where Elliot got there before we even got home.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, well, we used to do band practice here, so just like I was like, I'm already here. I just have to wait for these fucks to
Yeah, Michael Cooney's on
show up.
Yeah.
on the weekends.
I used to have to pick up my bass player because he drove like 100 miles per hour or something like that.
Mhm.
The cop obviously I don't know if you know this, they don't like it when you go over 100 miles per hour.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, I wasn't really
but
either.
I'm confident.
I don't know if you guys are driving yet, but when you start learning, maybe don't do that.
Okay.
Maybe don't.
I was going to, but I'm not. So
Yeah, I try to. But yeah, no, he got pulled over and obviously got his license taken away, and then he's like, I need a ride. I'm like, well, I guess I'll come pick you up. So I just have to pick him up, which made us late because he sucks at being early, bastard.
Ben is always on time, but he's never like awake.
He's just like there, just like yeah,
I mean, it could also be that we're doing it in a closed garage.
yeah.
In the middle of summer.
Actually sweaty in there.
It is very hot in there. We
Oh
don't
yeah,
have any
it got
fans.
fucking hot in there too. We would die. We'd open up the garage door, then the cops would get called. Have you guys have any cops called
No.
yet? Lucky you. We got it almost a good handful of times to where the cops just knew us and they're like, yeah, we're not doing anything. It's they don't give it. They
Isn't
don't
my
give a
noise
shit.
is fine before 10 though, up to a certain extent.
Yeah, the first time we did it like around. We were just practicing till 8 p.m. and so it was understandable why the cops would have been called because we were
Yeah.
trying to practice a song called "Fuck Authority." I don't know if you've heard that song.
Is it by Pennywise?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pennywise.
So we were trying to learn it, and I was trying to learn it on drums and get it down and stuff like that. And so my bass player had just gotten his, because he has a full mask that he
Mhm.
wears, and he had just gotten it, I think, or he was just gotten it painted by our singer. And he found this metal pole that was laying around my house, and so he was just like swinging it around stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's wearing a full mask. He's swinging this fucking pipe around. We're trying to learn a song. This cop comes up out of the dark, had his hand on the gun,
Oh,
and
God.
my bass player sees it. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" Just quickly, just fucking was like, that's not. Hey, no, we're sorry. We'll turn it off. I'm
It's
like,
not
yes,
mine."
we will turn everything off.
Dude, it was weird with John's practices. We could only practice till like 4:30
Yeah.
or 5, because it was like this whole neighborhood goes to bed at 5:30 or something. It was like really strict about that.
That's literally what we had to start doing. Like we stopped right around 5, I think 5:30, because we've noticed like once we hit 6, even though it was fucking daylight, they would call the cops and we'd be like, really? And then the guy would be like, yeah, sorry that I'm here. This is fucking stupid. One guy was like, yeah, this is a waste of time. There was one guy, it was just like I think it was almost still like pandemic. It was just like everything was kind of getting a little bit better, but there were no shows. So we were practicing, and so he was like the first person to like actually hear us. And he was telling us how he's like a huge fan of metal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so we're like, oh wow, that's cool. And so like he left, and then we started up again. And then like he came back. He's like, and he was just standing there, and we played one song, and we finished, and we're like, oh, do you want us to wrap it up? He's like, nah, I've been getting all the calls. I've been making sure to say like, oh, I'll deal with it. And so I've been listening to you guys. You guys keep going. And so we had like an audience member for the first time in a full year of being in this pandemic. So that was cool as shit. You know?
There was one time where like in my neighborhood they tend to do construction a lot. Michael knows.
Next to your house.
Yeah, and it was really annoying. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. They were jackhammering concrete. So I had just woken up and I was like, "Fuck it." So I went to my Yamaha amp, turned it up to about 4, which is really loud.
Yeah.
4 and then gain on like 8. And I just played as loud as I could.
There you go.
And if I can't get noise complaint for that because they were doing construction next door. So.
No, yeah, I know. I got in a noise complaint. Technically, noise complaint. It was more of a warning. If they have to come back like 2 or 3 times, that's when it becomes a legal thing. But I was practicing drums. I practiced one song. Came in here to grab a drink, and as I was coming in here, the cop was like right here. And he's like, "Were you playing drums?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, someone had just called." I'm like, "I barely got through a song or two, maybe." And he's like, "Yeah, I know you're not as loud as that guy playing, like doing his lawn mowing, but you gotta stop." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, no, they were very furious." I'm like, "This is bullshit." So I just stopped practicing for like a few weeks, and then I started again, and never called again. And I was like, "What the fuck," you know?
It was just that one day. I was like, yeah.
One day, haven't had it since, and I've moved my drums now in here, and they haven't called, and I'm like more out into the fucking front
I do
yard.
everything in the garage. I put all the practices and everything,
Yeah,
and have not gotten any noise complaints at all.
it's amazing. You're lucky.
I haven't either. But like when I practice,
Yeah, but you practice way different.
no. So when I practice, my drum set is in my room, which is across the side of the house, and since I live on a corner street, my window faces the park. So for me, I guess it's hard to get a nice complaint.
Yeah.
Because there's no one to complain about really.
Yeah, you'd think in this neighborhood it would be a little bit lax, but unfortunately, we had one guy, a neighbor. He's like right down the street, like on the corner. I know exactly where he lives. I hope he dies. He came up to us and was like, "Do you guys know how loud you're doing?" And we're like, "What does it matter? It's daytime." And he's like, "You guys are like over 100 decibels." And my bass player, he's like, "We're not a venue. That's a venue law. Decibel sound level has venues. You know, we're literally practicing in a garage. We're not making money off of this. We're trying to practice." So I was like, "What are you trying to drive at?" So, well, I've got and you guys can't be this loud. And he's like, "Who lives here?" I'm like, "I do." He's like, "Is your dad still around?" I'm like, "My dad?" He's like, "Yeah, John." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, he's still alive." He's like, "Well, how would you feel? How would he feel if this was happening?" I'm like, "I don't think he would give a fuck." Because he's letting us.
The same thing with my dad. I know he does not care at all about the noise.
My dad's 70 years old. I don't think he gives a shit about anything at this point. You know. You get to that age, you're just like, yeah, do whatever you want. I'll be dead soon. Sooner or later, right? Hopefully I'll get there. Anyways. So what's the craziest stories you guys have as a band, or do you have anything crazy that happened just before a show?
I mean, you can do your stuff about your damage control.
Oh, there was the crazy happened before.
Yeah, I know. Cause you guys are lame.
That's why that happened. I guess with
Respectfully.
us, so can I? So
What?
at the at the at the bathroom at Convair, and then
Which one?
there's
Oh yeah.
okay.
Well,
Okay. No.
the guy.
No. It's fine. I can.
The guy.
So basically at Convair there's this park that's next to it, and we always go there to use the bathroom because it's better than the porta potty.
Yeah.
And
Understandable.
Yeah, and there's this one guy that kept like circling um around the 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 parking lot, and then once we were all out, he just like he stayed in this one spot and just didn't move at all. And then we were all freaked out, and so we started walking like on the baseball fields, and then we saw that he came around on the other side because remember how well like
Remember, we were walking like just in the field, just messing around because we bought 5 bags of chips and we were just bored. It was after the show.
Right.
And there was just like there was a dude that looked like he was driving like towards us on the thing. That's like the whole story. I thought you were gonna talk about the dude that I walked in on accident.
Oh, nice.
oh
So that bathroom has no doors on the stalls.
Nice.
So obviously before I go to the bathroom, I check all the stalls so there's no one in there.
Yeah,
And I just kind of kept walking, and I walked in on a dude as he was like staring behind him, and he saw me just peek in, and I had to wait for him to leave, and I made eye contact with him when he left.
Hey, how's it going? Come here often? No.
About once a month.
Gosh, I think we don't have that many crazy stories, but I'm gonna say the funniest story ever is, and I'm gonna talk about my bass player because I'm just shit on him because he's saying audio, even though your brother says I can hear just fine. So get headphones, asshole. We have this Hatebreed story. Do you guys know the band Hatebreed?
I've heard
Yes.
of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So when we first started, apparently Facebook and Instagram sometimes they hide spam messages.
Mhm.
And one day my bass player was just like looking through these, and he happened to see a message saying like, do you guys want to play a show for opening for Hatebreed? Okay. And he's like starts messaging everyone, like texting them and like trying to call someone, and we're like, Jack, what's going on? And he's all like, we missed a chance to play a show. We're like, okay, we missed a chance to play a show. Shit happens. We'll get better at this. We'll pay more attention, right?
Yeah.
He's like, no, you guys don't understand. It was a big thing. We're like, dude, we're like maybe first, second year in being a band. Don't worry about it. We'll learn. He's like, no, it's a chance to play with Hatebreed. We're like, Hatebreed? Hatebreed messaged us to open for them. This big giant of a band. And he's like, yeah, look. And so he sent screenshots of what the show was supposed to be.
Mm.
Fortunately for him, it said Half Breed. So there was a band called Half Breed, HALF Breed, Half Breed.
Mhm.
Very different from
Hatebreed.
Hate Breed,
Yeah.
as you would think. And so we're like, Jack, buddy, it says Half Breed, not Hate Breed. And then we started doing the shit thing of just like highlighting it, showing it off, circling. Look, it says Half Breed. You can't read Half Breed. Ha 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 ha. Funny joke. That happened like 7 years ago. We went to NAMM as a band for the first time, walking around, stuff like that. My guitarist bumps into the guitarist for Hatebreed, right?
Mhm.
And so he's like, hey man, I love your stuff. I love listening to your music. And he turns to my singer and is like, hey Hannah, it's the guitarist for Hatebreed. I am an asshole, and I say, don't you mean Half Breed? And the guitarist, of course, he goes, Half Breed? What are you talking about, Half Breed? And my guitarist is like, oh, okay, I guess we're going to have to tell you the story. He's like, there's a story? He's like, well, we'll keep it short. And so we start telling him this whole story. My bass player's not even there. He's walking up towards us. We finish the story by, literally as he gets up, he's like, hey, and Jack just comes up. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? We're like, oh, hey, we were just telling him a story. He's like, oh, who is this? And we're like, oh, this is the guitarist for Hatebreed. And then my bass player's eyes just like, as he's giving his handshake and stuff like that. And the guitarist is like, you know what happens to the best of us? Because we just told him the whole Half-Breed, Hatebreed story. Come to recent light, my guitarist just found out, because he talked to the singer, he ended up meeting the singer now.
Okay.
The whole band knows about the Hatebreed, Half-Breed story. That's lasted now 8 years. So hopefully one day we'll get to meet the full band and get to laugh at Jack's face over Hatebreed. That's like my favorite story. That, and we opened for a Doors cover band.
That's it.
At the Whiskey A Go Go. I don't know if you've ever listened to a metal band then listen to straight Doors. It does not mix well. So listen to Pantera, then go ahead and put on some Doors songs. Just light my fire into Walk.
You listen to Cannibal Corpse and then go listen to Blink-182.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
My playlist is so like different, so I always like try to find like weird songs that almost play into each other. So I would have like Genesis, and then I would just go into Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun little thing that I do. It's a fun little game. So do you guys have any? You guys don't have any shows coming up yet. You guys have just been working on finding a singer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's this one person, I'm not going to say his name, but I think Michael knows what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
He's going to try out next week.
Oh, he's okay.
All right. So you guys might have tryouts.
Maybe. It's only one person though, so.
You guys think he's gonna do all right, or you just you'll see what happens?
I mean, the videos I've seen, he was pretty good-ish.
Yeah. You could always train him to be better. When I first started, this has been my first band. I've been in the band for 8 years, so it's just like I've learned so much exponentially. So give him a shot, definitely. You know, you never know. You might actually become like one of the best singers ever.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot just because you were like, well,
Yeah.
we'll find someone better.
Yeah.
You can make him better. That's the best thing, you know. Well, you know, I think this has been fun. Like hour and what 30, 40 minutes. You guys got anything else you want to plug or talk about? I mean, if anyone on here wants to be a singer or try out, that'd be a good thing to
Any
set
of the
up.
3 people on here.
Yeah.
Jackie, my brother, and him.
You never know. More people will view eventually. Yeah, yeah. And I'll be tagging you guys. So yeah, don't worry. Eventually, this will grow and hundreds of people will watch.
Yeah.
And it's just me alone watching it 100 times as I
Over
cry
and over again. Yeah.
in my room. Just why can't I do anything right? Laser engraving the cat.
Fuck.
I don't have any more
Uh,
cats. Anyways, anyone want a laser engraved cat? Can you imagine if I had a laugh track
Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
and the little Seinfeld bidding?
Ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Well, what's your social media? It's at Mikey.
So it's at Mikey Beats 805.
And yours? At Roy, right?
No, I
At-
changed it. It's
Oh.
That's it.
at Midget Hater 7.
oh yeah, at Midget Hater. Why do you hate midgets?
I don't know. It was like 1 a.m. and I just decided to change my name.
To Midget Hater.
To Midget Hater.
I hate midget porn. You know why?
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 Because it's so short. Hey.
That
Okay.
worked.
That was a good one. That was a good
I
one.
went to a midget wrestling show about a month ago.
Oh yeah, you've been to midget. The micro midget wrestling. I
That
went
one.
there to the Music Freaks when they had it.
Are you being serious? They had midget wrestling music freaks.
Yeah, like years ago, like a few years ago. I got a T-shirt and everything. I got video of it still.
Amazing.
Yeah, they had the full rink there. They had midget wrestling. They had
The announcer at the midget show wouldn't stop talking about midget porn. So
There we go. That's always good.
Wasn't there a midget porn star there?
yes, there was a midget porn star there.
Yeah.
She is like this big.
Well, I would hope so. It would be you're a midget porn star. How'd you get so tall? 7 feet. A 7-foot midget porn star. How does it work? Oxymoron.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
I'll change mine to Amish hater because I know that they'll never be on Instagram.
Well, yeah, they'll never see.
Yeah, so
I mean, I guess midgets probably can't reach the counter to buy the phone. So
they can't go on Instagram if the phone's too tall, like too high up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you might have saved yourself. So midget
Probably
haters
good.
fun. Yeah. Just get canceled because of your Instagram.
dude, I got.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say the
I know,
person's
I'm
name
not
still, but some person replied. Remember when I posted the picture of the Midget Lives Matter sticker on my guitar?
I think so. I think I
Some
saw
person
that.
messaged me about it and was like, "That's very ableist and it's offensive to people with dwarfism." And I just basically said, "Shut up! I don't care."
Okay, in my opinion, I think it's worth calling.
Someone, you're supposed to call them dwarves,
Or little
but I feel like
persons,
or little
dwarves,
people.
yeah.
I feel like getting called a dwarf is way worse than being called a midget, though.
It
Sounds like you're a
seems
magical creature.
right?
Magical
Yeah.
creature.
So they would prefer it be Snow White and the Seven Dwarves than
Snow White and 7 midgets.
yeah.
Yeah.
How do we get back from? How do we go from midgets to little people to dwarves? Because think about it, midgets at one point was perfectly fine to say, and now they changed it to little people. And now they're changing it to dwarves. You'll see that a lot. Trust me, in your whole life, they'll just keep changing the word, but not the problem.
Yeah, next
Smurf.
yeah, the word Smurf.
Smurf.
Yeah, Smurf's gonna be a slur now.
Yeah,
How dare you?
they're not homeless people. They're just the less housed. That's
Smurf is gonna be the slur for the Blue Man Group.
Smurfs.
Smurfs.
Fuck Smurfs. No.
Don't
All
like
right.
Smurfs. All right.
Yeah, we can just wrap this up then.
Yep.
So this has been the Finches. What's your name again? No, the Finches.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, looking them up on Instagram, and soon enough, you guys will be releasing music on your own and doing shit. That'd be
Probably.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I do have one thing to plug. There's a show at Convair tomorrow.
Oh.
Go. Please go. I don't know if you'll go.
Wait, it's
It's
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. It's not the Convair show. They're stepping in for a band.
Oh,
Or
okay.
not for a band, for a venue that closed.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like a secret show kind of thing, or like yeah.
There's only gonna be like 30 people there. I'm just trying to boost the amount of people going.
Oh, there we go. That'd be cool. So it's at Convair.
It's at Convair, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, look at that. There might be one other person going. That's
Yeah,
me.
at
That's
least
the
one
guy
person.
posting.
Yeah.
What time is it at?
I don't know. I'll text you.
Oh,
Levi posted it. And
Yeah.
Convair Street.
I
And Bent. And Bennett.
Oh, that's what
That
that
one,
was.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't read it.
Well, fuck
Oh.
you then. No.
You can read it, Michael.
Don't even go. Fuck you. No,
Yeah.
fuck that guy. I'll go. No.
Come on.
I don't know how to read. My bad.
All right. Well, we'll sign off. This has been Mr. Lips Talk Shit. This has been the Finches. This has been Zach. This has been Mikey. And hopefully this all went well. And July 1st is actually my next podcast. Unfortunately, Convair is playing on that day. When they fucking announced that, I was like, God damn it! I'm gonna miss the July one. So that's fucking.
Probably still make it. How long is it?
It's probably like from 7 to whenever, because like I don't try to plan these things. I just like to, see whatever happens kind of thing. But I'll be there in spirit. I'll be at the August one at least, so there'll be that one at least. All right. Well, thanks guys for coming, and
Yeah, sure.
soon enough you guys can come back on, whether it be the Finches or some other band or a new incarnation of the Finches. I'm excited to see what you guys have.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Hey.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
There we go.
Direct eye contact.